Hi there and welcome to Yum Paleo. Today what we're going to be making is a lemon, lime and basil chicken with roasted cauliflower. So first of all, I'll just quickly run through what we've got for the ingredients. So for the lemon and lime, I've got three limes here, and one of which I'm going to squeeze into the mix with the roasted cauliflower and just mix that with some olive oil, just so that when it gets to roast it just infuses some of those flavors. And I've also got one lemon, and I'll also be putting in 4 cloves of garlic. Now I'll be putting one crushed in with the cauliflower, and then the other 3 will be used in with the chicken once I get cooking that. Now the chicken mix is going to be, I've got 1 small bowl of basil leaves here, so I'll be chopping that up and chucking that in with the chicken when we cook it, and 1.5 cups of coconut milk. So that'll be just mixed in with the chicken and let it simmer for about 10 minutes just to soak up some of those flavors. So to start with, I'm going to add some olive oil and some lime and garlic into this bowl, and then I'm going to start adding the cauliflower and just brushing it and putting it onto this oven tray here, just so that it's all coated with all the olive oil and the other ingredients that we're going to be putting in there. So first of all, just going to squeeze in the juice of 1 lime. Okay, brilliant. Now I'm also going to use the grater as well to grate the skin of the lime to put over on the chicken, but we can do that once all the cauliflower's put into the oven. Okay, also what I'm going to do is crush one of these garlic cloves. So just get that in there and just squeeze it to whichever bowl you're using to mix all the ingredients in. Lovely. So what I'm going to do now is just mix around this with a brush. And I'm going to start adding some of the cauliflower into this bowl and just start mixing them all up in with the oil, the lime and the garlic. Then once you're happy that they're all covered, we can start moving them over to our tray here. So I'm going to do this, just going to finish these, so I'll see you in a few minutes once I've got all these ready onto the tray and we can get them into the oven. Okay, so welcome back. Now I finished coating the cauliflower in the oil and the lime and the garlic. So what I'm going to do also is just put some pepper over the top. And what I also did beforehand was preheat the oven to fan bake on 200 degrees Celsius, which is about 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And that will be going in there for about 25 minutes. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this in the oven it's going to go in for 25 minutes, so I'll see you back in about 5 minutes time when we get started on the chicken. So I'll see you soon. Hi there and welcome back. So the cauliflower has just been in there for just over 5 minutes. I can see the tops starting to go brown now, and remember you can toss them around if you feel like they're getting slightly burnt on one side or the other. So now we're going to get started on the chicken. So I've got this pan here just preheating slightly, so I'm just going to drizzle a bit of olive oil in here. Not too much. And just let that come to heat for a second. Now in the interim, what I did do is, from the remaining 2 limes I had left, I just zested some of the skin off them. So that will be going into the mixed with the chicken. We're also going to squeeze all those in there as well. So, right, just going to mix around this oil slightly. And I believe that is hot enough for the chicken to go in now. So just mix around the chicken and just make sure they all get evenly cooked. And we're just going to let this sit here for a few minutes, just to let it cook through. And while that's doing that, I'm just going to get started on, might as well do the garlic now. So, got 3 cloves here. Just get rid of that excess. Now, from this garlic crusher, there is excess that gets left in there. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to chop it up afterwards and add it all into the mix again. So we're not having any waste. So once again, now it totally depends on what kind of garlic crusher you have, or if you're chopping it by hand, that's great. So this is 3 cloves of garlic I'm going to add into this. Once again, I'm just going to get rid of my excess waste there and be chopping that up very shortly. So I'll just finish off these garlics here. Great, so I have all this waste here. Well, it's not waste actually, it's just the leftovers. So I'm just going to finally chop all these off and then add it in with the chicken. Okay, so I've got that garlic there. It's quite a lot, I know, but it will just add to the flavour. Give my hands a wee wash. And just start mixing around that chicken. And also keep an eye on your cauliflower, just see how that's doing. Looks like it's doing great. And I might even, it's coming up to the halfway mark now, so I might even just, well, not right yet, but once it gets to that like just under 15-minute mark, maybe give it a little move around in there. Once again, just leave that chicken to cook through. Shouldn't take too long. And while that's happening, just going to go back to the board here and grab our basil leaves. Now I'm just going to chop through these. Just grab a bunch of them. Just go through them like so. So we're left with kind of lengths of basil leaves. Don't worry if it's too chunky. You can always cut them through again. So I'm going to be adding these in once the chicken is cooked and just before we put in the coconut milk. So I'll see you back in a few minutes. Once this chicken is cooked, then we'll get ready to put in the rest of the ingredients. Okay, so welcome back. Now I'm happy with the chicken now. So what I'm going to do is, firstly I'm just going to chuck in these these basil leaves here. So just let them sit there for a second. And I'm also just going to cut in half these 2 limes and lemon. And also with the lime skin there just shredded, I'm going to squeeze these in there. Actually, what I'm going to do is put the sieve over this because there's seeds in this lemon. So get as much as you can out. Just bring this over here. Do the other 2 limes. Now, this is going to be quite citrusy with this amount of limes in it, but it should be quite tasty. Okay, so I have all the juice from those. So what I'm going to do now is just put the juice all in there like that, and get out all that lime zest that we did before. And just mix these through. Now I'm going to add in the coconut milk slowly. So just put in, it's about half of it for now. Just mix that through. And keep an eye on your cauliflower as well. Great, that's looking really nice now. So just going to add in the rest of the coconut milk. And I'm also going to add some pepper. Fantastic. So once again, just stir this around, and then I'm going to put the lid on this and leave it for a few minutes, so well, around about 5 minutes. Then once that's done, we can start to get everything out and plate up. So I'll see you in 5 minutes. Okay, so welcome back. Now I've just taken everything out of the oven and I did just plate up, and it is smelling very, very nice. It's quite citrusy, but it goes really nicely with the roasted cauliflower. So I really hope you enjoy it, and I will see you here for another great recipe. See you soon.